What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beer Gaming Reactions. This go around, we'll be trying Vegemite. Now, I've already had the Marmite. For the purpose of this video, for the sake of this video, to take and cut down on how much I had to do, I did take an open. Got the knife in there a little bit. It's got a stronger smell than Marmite. And it smells a bit more, it actually smells more yeasty than what the Marmite does. Like you get more of that beer type smell. So we're gonna I don't wanna do that. It's got, I think, a funkier taste. And here we'll take and step it up a notch and get more of the effect. Woo! It's got a bit more tang to it. It's more pronounced, even with a little bit like that. It's more pronounced than what the Marmite is, in my opinion. And it's not so much salt. Like the Marmite, you get a hit of saltiness and you get that tang. This is more tang than salt. You get the saltiness too, but it's more pronounced tang to it. It's got a, like I said, the smell. You could almost smell like beer. Is what it smells like. It almost smells like beer, but like I don't know if anybody's ever made. And it's not so much beer itself, but like if you've ever made mead or wine, you take and pitch your yeast, you let it set for a day, and you smell it. That's the smell that you get. That yeasty breadiness, like that. That's the smell that you get off of it. So that's definitely different. We're gonna put this on some toast, and we're gonna try it that way. So we have our toast. Yes, it's a wee bit burnt, but it's also very, very warm. So while it is very, very warm, so here's what we're going to do. One piece of toast, we're going to do Vegemite. Take and use about that much. So, toast looks like that. Now on the other one, we're using even more Vegemite. So we'll go with about that much. So it almost looks like, yeah. So there you go. Nice heaping helping of it. And on the first piece, one with a little bit. Immediately noticeable. Immediately. Very distinctive tang to it. Like that tang sticks out. Saltiness on this is in the back end. After I've like right on the very back of the tongue, almost in the throat area. That's where I'm getting the saltiness. Whereas with Marmite, you get a little bit of, you get that saltiness, you get that tang. It all flows well. This is a bit more on that tang side. The saltiness not as prevalent until you take and actually swallow it. So this go around, take the piece of slathered in it. That's too much. That's entirely too much. Wow. Like that's, for me to tangle on this is the standout feature to it. Using a little bit of it on that first piece of toast. You got it. It wasn't unpleasant. It's just it stood out. That, holy crap. Wow. That's like, you better be prepared for it. That is definitely that's a kick. It's definitely a kick. Yeah, it like that tang on that is so very strong. It's not even funny. Like there's this night and day difference. Like just a little bit. Cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna be doing a side by side of these two right here in the future, trying to compare and contrast the differences. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you can see I'm halfway through this, so I've used it quite a bit. I'm just gonna say this, just right off the rip, trying the Vegemite by itself, as often as I've had this, I'll choose this over the Vegemite, hands down. This isn't bad. I think it needs to be used more sparingly than what the Marmite does. Just just a smidge more sparingly, because this, the tang that's in this is more pronounced, whereas the saltiness is a background. This, the saltiness and the tang that this has, the saltiness is almost a defining factor of this, with the tang being a background feature, but them working well enough together that it's not unpleasant. This, the tang almost takes it completely as like, this is something that craft brewers would use for to try to make a sour beer with, because like the sour component, the sourness within this itself would lend itself to a Vegemite, a Vegemite sour. I'm just saying, it just, if it's been done over there, please let me know. I haven't seen it over here yet, but if y'all's craft beer scene is anything like ours, they go crazy, and the tang on that definitely front and center. Like I said, it's. I might take and go back. I might have to go back. I might have to do side by side comparisons. That way, I get real time taste bud differentiation. But this, I'm not opposed to it, but it will be used sparingly on whatever I use it on. Um, as you can tell, I've kind of heaped this problem on a couple of things of toast, and yeah. So that being said, y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Let me know what you think in the comments about Vegemite. Whether you like it or if you prefer the Marmite, you're just like barf on both of them. So, uh, peace, everybody.